How to do it. Let me show you how to do it. Hi guys, so this weekend I just want to share with you guys my experience with connecting this U-Haul motorcycle trailer, and this video kind of goes for all the trailers depending on what you're renting, but the concept is the same. So this is my first time that I rented a trailer and hooked it up to my truck. And I just want to share some experience because I was very paranoid how I'm going to pull this together. I had a very long ride to pick up a motorcycle, and I was not sure, to be honest. At first I was planning on putting the bike on my bed and then bringing it that way, but then putting it on and taking it off, it was a lot of risk. So the dealer recommended me to get a trailer from U-Haul. It's pretty cheap. It cost me like $30 with complete insurance. So that's one thing I'm going to tell you. If you're renting these, this motorcycle trailer was actually $14.99 for the day, 24 hours, and plus insurance costs. So I end up getting the insurance, which ended up costing me $30, and that covers pretty much everything, on the trailer and even your truck. So I end up getting the best insurance that they had, which was $15 additional. So well worth it. Definitely recommend getting the insurance, because if anything happens, at least you're covered. Now, so I came here to the U-Haul station, and I made my reservation on the app. A lot more easier than coming in and trying to book it. So got this. The very first thing you want to do is inspect your tires to make sure the tires are in good condition. So in my case, the tires were good, the treads were good. The other thing you want to make sure is these pins, and it's nicely secure, because this is kind of ramp. It kind of, once you remove the pin, the ramp comes down, and this is what you ride it on. So definitely inspect the pins, make sure these are good. Very important, you want to make sure those tie things, where you're going to be connecting your straps to when you're loading your bike. Make sure all the straps are in place and none of them is missing, because if they are not there, you cannot bring your bike on there. The front tire kind of comes right here, so that's one thing you want to inspect, make sure everything is nice and clear. And that's pretty much it on the trailer itself. Now the very important part is how to connect the trailer and how to inspect all this. So the good thing is U-Haul, they will install it for you. So once you come here, you don't even have to touch any of this. If you are not familiar with how to connect it, definitely recommend ask for help, and they will connect it for you. And as you can see, the way you do it is you kind of go in the cross. So this side will go connected and loop through your hole, and then come back and then connect it over here. Now this is supposed to have a rubber lock mechanism, which basically prevents this chain to come out, but this one did not have one. I did not inspect it when I was getting it, but they should have that. But don't sweat it if it's not there. Not too much of a big deal. You can also connect this link to undo this hook, and then put this link over here to make it more fail safe. Electrical connector, it's like this. It's a 4-wire system. It just plugs in right there, so hoping your truck already have that. Now this is a piece that I had to buy, so this is something I ordered from Amazon. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you guys can see. And this is nothing but just it just kind of slides in to your existing hitch, and and just put the pin through, and it holds in place. It does have a silver the hitch tool ball that it comes with, so all that is in place. So once I put this in, that was it. All they had to do was connect this to it. Now depending on your height of your truck, if your truck is a lot more higher, and if you put this is not going to be good. So this is going to be yes, give me a second. Yeah, I'll bring it. Yeah, the guy was asking me if I'm returning. So all right, so depending on the height of the truck, you may have to get different sizes. So in my case, I was a regular height, so this is 1-inch mounting hole. See if it's 2-inch receiver opening. So this is the receiver opening, and 2-inch. Now you have to see what your drop is on the type of truck that you have, and since mine is regular height, this was good enough for me. If your ride is a lot higher, you may have to get the longer one, you know, to bring it to the right height, because you definitely want this to be nice and level, because if it's not level, it's not good. You know, this thing can pop out if it's too high. You know, if it's too low, it might, you know, not be safe. So this was good height for me. I honestly, when I was purchasing this, I had no idea that they come in different heights. I had already ordered it. I needed it for the weekend, so wasn't thinking much. But luckily, I think I got lucky that it fits fine. In case if you mess up or if you don't know which one to order, uHaul do have these available for rent, so you can rent it from them if you want, for the right size. So they will give it to you just in case. Anyways, this worked out for me. I did not have to rent this. This is kind of like the lock that locks your ball to this mechanism, to the tow hitch, you know. And, you know, again, they set all this up. And that's pretty much it. The electrical connection, these two chains kind of going in cross, and this going on top of this, and then locking the mechanism so this thing does not come off from there. And that's all there is to it, to be honest with you. You know, the very important thing is backing up these trailers. So it's not very easy, you know, so recommend try to limit your backing as much as you can. You may want to practice a lot in an open lot like this when you're picking it up. Normally uHaul places, they're big sometimes, you know, so you can practice maneuver. I definitely recommend watch a lot of videos how to back up trailers. So if you want your trailer to go this way, you have to turn your steering the other way, and you have to kind of keep going back and forth to get it to the right place, you know. Otherwise you can lock it up if the trailer comes perpendicular to your truck, you know. So it is kind of tricky. I had to learn myself or teach myself, you know, how to back it up a little bit, but that kind of worked out good. I tried to limit my backings, so, well, you know, it wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. I was more paranoid than I should have been, but I think overall it was a very pleasant experience. Very important thing, you want to make sure you turn your tow option on your truck. So, you know, if you go in your truck, you should have this tow haul, and make sure you turn this on, because if you don't turn this on, you can put a lot of stress on your transmission, and it can cause damage to your transmission as well. So definitely look out for those things. When you're picking up your trailer, make sure your tag plate matches what they have on paper, because that's very critical. Also, you're going to make sure your running lights are on. As you can see, my running lights are on. Check your blinkers when you install it. You know, normally they do check that for you. You know, when they install it for you, they do check it. So make sure all the blinkers are on, emergency lights are on, hazard lights are working, brake lights are working. You know, those are the very important things that you want to look out for. So, you know, other than that, I think it's pretty simple when you're riding it. You know, don't, you know, keep an eye on the RPM, because you will notice, I mean, there's a lot of weight on these trailers, and you will notice your RPM are kind of going up and down. So, you know, RPM kind of indicates, you know, you should never pass like, you know, 1.5, or like, you know, it should be close to like 1.5 and 2. So mine was running at 1.5 with the load on, and I kind of kept it. So anytime it went on 2, I let the speed go a little bit, and it would shift gears. So sometimes, depending on how many miles you have on your truck, but if you have a lot of miles, and you know, if you're riding, you may notice that the transmission is kind of like hesitating. You know, it's just because you're pulling so much load on there. So, you know, just keep an eye on the RPM. If you see it going high, let it go of the speed, and it will shift down, which is good for the engine and transmission. So definitely watch out for those. You don't want to keep driving it when it's running at 3,000 RPM. That's not good. That means your car or your truck is not shifting gears. So please watch out for that. You definitely don't want to damage your transmission. You know, as soon as you let go of the speed, you'll see the gears change, and the transmission RPM will drop down. So these are kind of like the tips and tricks I just wanted to share with you, what I experienced for my first time hauling a trailer, and you know, and it worked out for me. So these are some guidelines in case if you don't have these on your trailer. You have it right here, how to secure your bikes, and that's pretty much it, guys. So hopefully this video helps you guys, you know, hauling your bike or any trailer for the first time. And guys, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. Like the video. Thank you.